Today's session, today we will be talking about how to solve questions in reading comprehension. Now the first and the foremost thing that we must understand for any reading comprehension problem is what is basically the meaning of reading comprehension. Reading comprehension gives you a passage or a set of sentences based on which you are asked to answer a set of questions. Now those questions can be in form of multiple choice or those questions can be again subjective questions that are asked. So you would have a passage and based on that there would be few questions. Now whenever there is a reading comprehension question, there is a set of directions that are given at the starting of this question. And those directions mention a first statement, read the given passage very carefully. Okay. Now what we would try to do in this class is we will try to focus on what we have to actually do to solve reading comprehension questions very quickly and very correctly. Okay. So however, the direction says that read the question very carefully. Our aim here would be to start with not the passage but the questions. Okay. So what I suggest here is to do a quick X-ray of all the questions first. Okay. So just go through the set of questions very quickly and try to highlight or underline. You can highlight or underline what is being asked in the questions. Now since you have an idea of what kind of questions are asked, based on that, now you have to start reading the passage. Okay. Now when you read the passage, there are few important things that you must keep in mind. Okay. There can be set of information that is asked in the reading comprehension passage. First is a kind of direct knowledge. This direct kind of questions focus on kind of direct thing that is written in the statement. Okay. So it is kind of factual information. Okay. It is usually based on your past knowledge. It might be aimed to judge your grammatical sense. Okay. And the last important thing here is a direct question usually tries to connect ideas. Okay. So if there are 2-3 sentences, what you are trying to do, you are trying to link first to the second and try to understand what is being asked in the question. Okay. So whenever you are trying to solve reading comprehension passage, there can be information that is asked which is direct. So what we are trying to understand here is the kind of information that is asked in the questions. So first is the direct information. The second is the derived information. Derived information means when you are reading the question, reading the passage, you try to understand and based on that you try to derive a question or derive an answer to the question. For example, there are 2 experiments that are given and there are 2 values, that is the success rate of the experiment first, for example, is 80% and the success rate of the second experiment is 90%. If you are asked to find out the average success rate of the 2 experiments, what you would do is you would take an average of the 2 numbers and you can say the average success rate of these experiments is 85%. So you are trying to derive something from the information that is already given in the passage. So in the passage you have the 2 success rates and you are asked to calculate the average success rate. So you are trying to derive something from the information that is already given. The next type of information that we usually try to take out from the passage is analytical. So you are trying to do an analytical understanding. In this, what we basically try to do is anticipate and understand a particular phenomena and then analyze something. So that can be author's tone, What does the author suggest, or what does this passage imply? So those are kind of analytical questions or analytical information that is being retrieved from the passage. And finally, you are trying to synthesize information. Synthesize information, what does this mean? When you are trying to synthesize information, you are trying to see that this passage explains something that is applicable in this situation. What would be the condition or what would be the applicability in a new situation? So you are trying to apply this to a new situation and you are trying to predict what would be the outcome in that new situation. Okay. So these are the 4 basic kinds of things that we try to understand while solving the question. Now, there is another important thing that we must consider while solving any question is the familiarity with the topic. Now, there can be topics or reading comprehension passage which can belong to various topics, like the passage can be from social sciences, the passage can be from sciences, from current affairs, from entertainment. Okay. So what you have to do is, if I am a student of science, what I would do is, I'll see whether the passage is belonging to a topic on science. If it is belonging to a topic on science, I would first try to solve this passage rather than moving on to the next passage. And if I am familiar to some topic, it would help me solve the questions very quickly. Okay. So these were the basic tricks or the methods that we would discuss or we would try to apply when doing reading comprehension problems. Now let's understand the things that we have talked about right now with some examples. So I have a kind of 2 simple examples here. They are 2 short statements from a reading comprehension passage. Okay. What we will try to do is, we will try to understand or solve some of the questions from this passage. Now, there was a long passage on reading comprehension. I have just taken one sentence from this. Okay. This sentence says, the surprisingly abundant life of the Indian Ocean is confined to the upper layers. The deeper and especially the bottom waters are devoid of oxygen and are often permeated with hydrogen sulfide. Okay. Now, I have read this sentence. Okay. Now, there would be 2 or 3 questions that I would be trying to ask you based on the passage what we have done. Okay. So the first question is, what is the specific characteristics of bottom waters? Okay. And the second question is, what is an antonym for the word abundant? Okay. Now there are 2 questions. So what I would do is, I would read the questions first. Corresponding to the questions, I have highlighted or marked these 2 words in different color. Okay. So my first question was, what is the characteristics of bottom waters? Okay. So the characteristics of bottom waters is, the bottom waters are devoid of oxygen. Okay. That means the bottom waters do not have sufficient oxygen. And this is something which I can find directly. Okay. So it's a kind of very direct question that is asked in the reading comprehension passage and a very kind of simple question that you can solve. The second question was, what is the antonym for the word abundant? Okay. Now synonyms are the words which have same meaning, while antonyms are the words that have opposite meaning. So since we are asked to find antonym for abundant, okay, we have to find a word which is opposite in meaning to abundant. Now let's read this sentence. Surprisingly abundant life of Indian Ocean is confined to upper layers, and the deeper layers are devoid of water. Devoid means there is not enough oxygen. Since there is not enough oxygen, there is not enough plant life or life there. That means the upper layers, their life is abundant. That is, there is huge life or a lot of life there. So the antonym or the opposite of abundant would be insufficient or less. So abundant is more. So opposite of that would be less. Okay. So these are the 2 questions that we are trying to understand based on this passage. Okay. Now let's move on to a similar passage where we would be again doing some quick examples for reading comprehension questions. Okay. The next passage is based on the movie industry in Mumbai. So in this passage, we are trying to solve two kinds of problems that are asked in reading comprehension passage. First is you have a passage here. Based on the questions that were given in the passage, I have tried to highlight the important set of words here. Okay. Now the first three questions are very direct, and what you have to do is you have to do a grammatical clearance. Okay. So what you have to do here is there are three set of words given in these three sentences. You have to find out one word which is correctly applicable. So these kind of questions are asked in very few of the reading comprehension problems. Still we should be very clear about formation of the sentence. So this is something that relates to basic grammar and is a kind of direct question. So let me start reading the passage. Mumbai, which until 1995 was called Bombay, is on the west coast of India. It a population of 14 million inhabitants. So we can say it has a population of 14 million inhabitants. Okay. It is the trading and the capital and the entertainment capital of India. Okay. And then some major industries in Mumbai today are high-tech, diamond and movie making. Since there are more than one industries, we are using the word are. If there was just one industry, we would have used the word is. So these were the kind of questions, three questions that were based on basic grammatical knowledge and a kind of very direct question. Now the other question here can be, Mumbai is located where? Okay, so Mumbai is located on the west coast of India. That's again a direct question. Another kind of direct question here can be, what is the old name for Mumbai? So here we have to do a kind of bit of derivation. Mumbai, which was until 1995 called as Bombay. Okay, that means till 1995 it was known as Bombay, and after 1995 it is known as Mumbai. So the old name would be Bombay and the new name would be Mumbai. Okay, so this is kind of something we are trying to derive from the information that is given. It is not exactly word to word what is asked in the question. So in the question it is asked what is the old name for Mumbai. Okay, that you cannot trace out word to word in the passage, but what you have to do is you have to understand the sentence, but the answer here lies within the sentence. Okay, so you have to just understand the meaning of the sentence and answer the question. Okay, now next is connecting ideas. Okay, so let me read the next passage and we'll try to connect the ideas. The movie making industry is especially important because it supplies job for thousands of people every day. Okay, the name given to this industry in India is Bollywood. It is similar to the American name Hollywood, which is a place. Okay, and you have a passage continuity which is going on. Now here you have to connect the ideas. Okay, what is the name for movie making industry in India? Okay, so that is the first question that we have to solve. So you have the movie making industry. The name given to this industry in India is Bollywood. Okay, so you are trying to connect the first sentence that is ending here and the second sentence that is ending here. So since you are trying to make connections between two statements, we can say you are trying to connect ideas here. Okay, so movie making industry in India is known as Bollywood, and my next question here would be, what is the similar name for Bollywood in American country? In America. Okay, so we can say Bollywood is similar to the American name Hollywood, which is again a place. So I have to refer this from the next sentence, and I am trying to connect that the name Bollywood is popular in India, while in America we call it Hollywood, and also this Hollywood is a place in America. Okay, so like Mumbai is a place in India, you can be asked. Okay, so now in this question we are trying to connect ideas. Now next question which from this passage only, which is analytical in nature, would be give a name of a place from America. Okay. Now, since in this question, if you read whole of the two passages, you won't be able to understand whether there is the name of any city which is given here, which lies in America, except we are reading just one city, that is Mumbai. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to analyze it. Okay. We have to understand and try to predict. Okay. So what we are trying to do here is, the name given to the movie making industry in India is Bollywood. Okay. It is similar to the American name Hollywood, which is a place. That means this Hollywood is also a city in America, and it is also a movie making industry of America. Okay. So from this we can analyze this passage. Okay. And based on this analysis we can say that Hollywood is a name of place in America. Okay. So I would just again focus on the basic points here. The basic points here are, to solve any reading comprehension problems, the first and foremost thing is to do a quick X-ray of the questions. So when you do a quick X-ray of the questions, you can highlight the important sections here on which the question is being asked. Okay. Then you try to read or go through the passage, find the specific sections here and try to solve the questions. Before solving the questions, try to understand what kind of information is being asked, whether it's a kind of direct question, whether there is a kind of derived information, analytical information, or there is something new that is trying to come out, or you are asked to apply something into a new situation, or you are trying, it's basically kind of synthesizing information. Okay? So these were the basic things that we have covered in today's class. We would be continuing more topics on reading comprehension and similar problems. Till then, have a good day.